For decades in the West, we've had the mainstream narrative being one-sided against Jewish people. Everyone only talks about what happens to civilians in the Palestinian territories. Nobody is still talking about the fact that Hamas are still attacking Israel every single day since the 7th of October, because the mainstream media only talking about the attacks from the Israeli side onto the Gaza and their border over there. Everything is one-sided. This is another one. So I've known this since I was a kid. Obviously, I was born in Iran, and my mother was a political refugee. We had to escape. But we knew what they were doing back in Iran and in the Palestinian authorities, in Gaza. This is what they have. This is how they brainwash kids from early days. They teach them for using the cartoons, the morning programs on TV, to the actual schools and their teachers. Let's go. This is subtitle, obviously. This is an interview asking kids, school kids, young kids in Gaza, in the Palestinian authorities, about their life and how they think of the Jews.
أقرأ اليهود بيحكوا لنا هدول غدارين وبيحكوا لنا إنه هدول بغدرونا هدول مش منيح إذا بطعن بدعس عليهم بيعلمونا إنه الأقصى إلنا وإلنا يعني إلنا فلسطين والأراضي كلها إلنا.
نعمل حرب إنه نفرجي اليهود إنه إحنا مش إنه إحنا مش شاطرين، إحنا قوايا كمان.
بيعلمونا إن الصهيونية هم أعدائنا وهم أهم إشي لازم يسوي فيهم عملية.
يعني إنهم بيعلمونا بالمدرسة إنهم إرهابيين
عمل عمليات.
كيف يعني؟
الدعس، عمليات الدعس، عمليات الطعن والاشتباك المسلح في المخيمات.
إيش أكيد هدول العمليات ترفع الراس ولفلسطين. العمليات هاي تاعت الدعس والسكاكين هاي إشي بيرفع الراس لفلسطين.
إذا بدك بطلع بستشهد عادي.
في ناس بحبوا فلسطين بدهم يحاربوا وبضحوا بدمهم عشان فلسطين. أنا بدي أهزمهم بالحرب، بدي أهزمهم.
أنا إن شاء الله أساعد الشباب وإن شاء الله أصير مقاوم بالمستقبل مع الدولة الإسلامية.
Yeah, these are the so-called civilians in Gaza, by the way. These are the people, the kids, poor kids. Firstly, this is child abuse, what they're doing to these kids. But the teachers who are brainwashing these kids are the so-called civilians. The parents of these kids are the so-called civilians. This is what they're doing to the future generation. And you wonder why extremism continues. Do you think it's because, the Americans went to get oil from the Middle East, which was also a messed up thing, the interventions we did in the Middle East in the 20th century. So I'm not defending that. But do you think the mission from Muhammad and his book was started because America went to get some oil from Iran? Are you kidding me? Or Saudi? This has always been there. From way before America became even a country. This was always the mission. You have to fight against this. The idea. Not the leaders of Hamas. You can take out the leaders of Hamas. But the toxic culture is still there. You have to liberate these people. You have to teach them how life could be. And it's not our job. It's not the job of the Western globalist elite to do that. It should be the job of the culture itself. People in the Middle East and those who claim to be virtuous in the Palestinian territories, they need to rise up. You need to sort out your land. That's what you have to do.